So a lady came to me for a reading, and she was very worried about finances and money. She had a couple of jobs, she had kids, she had a mum she was looking after, and yeah, she's really worried. So I um, shuffled my cards and I lay a spread, and the spread was dominated by the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. And even if you don't read tarot, to look at your future, see that. She was a little bit, well, concerned, worried. So I said, it's okay, we'll work with this. And we kept the spread out, and I took my second deck, shuffled, and there they were again. Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords for her outcome. She burst into tears and she said, I can see exactly what that means. I'm right. I'm going to lose my house. This is all disastrous. And I looked at the cards and I thought, well, that's really strange because there's no pentacles there. And when someone has issues with their finances, we see pentacle cards. Pentacles are anything that you can touch. They are physical and real. Whereas swords cards, they represent the mind. As I say to my students, every sword represents a thought or a word. So I said, I can see that there's a problem with money here, but do you know what? I think it's worry about money rather than money itself. So I suggested that she buy a bottle of wine, go home and open her bills. And she looked quite worried, but I said, you're going to have to trust me. You came to me for a tarot reading. I see no sign here that you've got money problems. I see someone who is paralyzed by fear of money. So she came back to me 3 months later, and I'm going to say I was a little bit apprehensive because, that was quite a stark reading for anyone. And I put the cards out, excuse me, reaching across, and it was completely different. In fact, the card that dominated her spread now was the Sun. I said, oh my God, what's changed? What have you done? She got the Star quite a lot. And she even got the Nine of Pentacles. I said, what's changed? What have you done? She said, nothing. Nothing has changed. All I've done is I've opened my bills and I've checked my bank balance and I realised that I just about have enough. Like, wow, that's really impressive. But I said, no, there's something else going on here. These are really, really happy cards, really optimistic cards. That is such a change from that in 3 months. So she said, after the reading with me, she'd done a bit of reading about tarot. And she said, I realised that there's one way to really change my life from that to that. So I said, well, I'm really excited. What is it? But she's English is a second language, and she couldn't find the word in English. So she got her phone out and she found the word in her native language of Russian. And she showed it to me and it was unconscious. And she said, I realized that what I have in my unconscious is how I will experience the world. So she'd found some meditations on YouTube. She'd been practicing positive thinking and really focusing on lifting her spirits. And so in 3 months, she'd gone from that to that with no actual life changes. The only thing she changed was her mindset. And that's the joy of tarot, is that it may not change the physical world around you, it may not mend your marriage, it may not make you a millionaire, but you know what? It can change your mindset. And that is a wonderful thing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm trying live streaming, and I'll try and get another one in tomorrow.